This video is a contradiction. It is the product of thoughtful collaboration, careful structure, and meticulous editing. Yet, the subject of our discussion couldn't be further removed from this methodology. It's your best friend Jamie, and today we're talking about the hashtag/movement/phenomenon known as Fully Freestyle. First though, let me get something off my chest. Not so long ago, I was pretty skeptical of this whole thing. I looked at runs like you're watching now and saw little to no value. This whole yo-yo thing is full of subjectivity, but this was a bridge too far for me. The popularity left me perplexed. What were people seeing in this that I wasn't? It was just chaos on the end of a string. Recently, my perspective has changed, which is what got me started on making this video. What follows is a primer on Fully Freestyle, intended to first explain the style, and then give you, the viewer, some food for thought to try it out yourself. Let's start with the definition. Our working definition of Fully Freestyle comes from Markmont himself and is as follows. Fully Freestyle is fully improvised off-the-top throw play, comboing elements that you aren't consciously thinking of, ones not previously learned nor tried as a plus, with a strong and deliberate intention of not making choices. The focus and intention instead goes in how you use your timing and music illustration. We can boil our working definition into two key elements: improvisation and music. You can tell where this is going, right? It must be said, the Fully Freestyle aesthetic has strong parallels to improv jazz. Consider the role of structure and limits. While it is improvised, a jazz solo is constrained by factors such as the key, rhythm, and beat. In yo-yo, it is much the same. We are obligated to maintain the spin, and any given mount we're in dictates which elements can come next. However, these limits are not absolute. Within Fully Freestyle, much like jazz, there is ample room for accents and improvisations off and around the beat. Yo-yoing has inherent structures and rules, which means there exists a defined space to play within freely. Restrictions breed creativity. Due to the musical nature of Fully Freestyle, the concept of a pocket is crucial to understanding. In music jargon, playing in the pocket means sticking close to the beat and maintaining a stable groove. Applying this to yo-yo and Fully Freestyle, we can think of the pocket as a comfort zone, manifesting in aspects like comfortable mounts, simple elements, and following the rhythm closely. The pocket isn't meant to be a constraint in itself, however. If we think of it as sort of a central safe space, then there must be more outside its boundaries. If there is a norm, it can be deviated from. What lies beyond our comfort zone, and how do we navigate that space? The imperative to not think ahead while also seeking out the unknown is daunting. At best, it sounds like wandering in the dark. At worst, you're practically begging for a knot. Fret not, fledgling full freestyler, for there is a way to make sense of it all. Prior knowledge and technique still have a role to play despite appearances. Though the goal is to find unfamiliar elements, known elements and mounts are inevitable and an important part of the Fully Freestyle process. These ingredients are the pocket from which unknown material can be explored. Comfortable motions make for great opportunities to interact with the music. Through the incorporation of music, unique timing and execution choices can allow even the most familiar ingredients to form a progressive run. Even with the relative safety of the pocket and the encouragement of music, attempting improvised and unlearned elements is intimidating. What separates an improvised element from a mistake? And how do we execute them without making mistakes? The answer is trusting your hands. Most of the work involved in not messing up everyday throwing is already handled subconsciously. Existing technique and skill can be relied on to execute even unknown elements. The do's and don'ts of technique like maintaining spin, staying on plane, and landing on the string are largely enforced by your muscle memory. Think of it like typing. Even if you're typing an unfamiliar word, you don't need to look down at the keyboard. Your fingers know where the right keys are. The greatest challenge of Fully Freestyle lies not in avoiding mistakes, but in resisting the usual pattern of conscious planning and decision-making. It's difficult, but it's a skill that can be honed. Keeping all the tenets and goals of Fully Freestyle in mind while also trying to yo-yo coherently is hard. However, it is far from impossible, and tangible progress is attainable. The process of learning and adapting to Fully Freestyle can be broken down into phases of development. While they may not manifest in a linear order, looking at the phases individually can help give you an idea of what to focus on as you develop your own style. Everyone starts at the beginning. You hear about Fully Freestyle, string up a yo-yo, turn on some tunes, and then the struggle begins. Turns out spontaneous music cues are pretty tough, not to mention trying to weave in brand new elements besides. Odds are decent that at this stage the yo-yoing doesn't look good or even feel all that great. Keep going. With enough trial and error, you manage to carve out and define your own pocket. Through a process of elimination, you've whittled down to a set of elements and motions you're comfortable with and can string together without too much effort. As you navigate this simplified network, it becomes easier to react to the music and play off of it. Keep going. In time, the pocket alone no longer satisfies. Your hands move before they're told. They want more. You see mounts and maneuvers brand new to your own yo-yoing. It's as if your conscious mind is one step behind the yo-yo. It's scary, it's messy, it's thrilling. Keep going. As your confidence grows, ingredients that were originally excluded from your pocket start to find their way back into your runs. With them come new routes to be invented and explored. Mistakes are becoming less common because they aren't mistakes anymore. Your recoveries become just as meaningful as your tricks. What were once fumbles are now new combo routes, and your journeys into new territory are going deeper. This is the good part. Keep going. You can weave in and out of the pocket in your sleep. New moves don't scare you. It's not enough to just create and hit something unfamiliar. It's about breaking that new ground in style. Your timing dances in and around the beat. You're able to keep the pace and go off the beaten path at will. Your throwing looks nothing like anyone's seen before, not even you. This is Fully Freestyle. Keep going. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe the video turned out as long as it did, and I also can't believe you've made it this far. Again, thank you so much. I hope it was able to provide you with some insight about a totally unique style of yo-yoing you may or may not have tried before, and I hope it inspired you to give Fully Freestyle a shot. I will confess that I've been putting in some time into it, and I am terrible at it, and that's enthralling. I think some of the best parts of yo-yo are seeking out that unknown and finding something that you don't really know what you're doing. It kind of, for me at least, has recaptured that spirit of starting to yo-yo for the first time. And those moments where something clicks and you realize you've developed mastery in something new, that climb, that progress. To me, that's what keeps me coming back. That's what makes me pick up a yo-yo again. So having a new avenue to feel that way has been very illuminating and very deeply satisfying. I want to shout out and thank Markmont so much. He was so incredibly helpful in helping this video become what it is. Was kind enough to supply me with this footage that you are currently watching. Very entertaining stuff. These are some great runs. The script is the script is practically plagiarized. He gave me so much insight to work with that I almost feel as if I did very little writing of my own. Anyway, that's the video. Again, thank you so much for watching. There's more content like this coming, so stay tuned, and I'll see you next mission.